budget presented by State Bank of India. और very good afternoon, Mr. Singh, and thank you so much for taking our time. नरेंद्र जी, आप इस बजट को कैसे आंकते हैं? How would you rate this budget on a scale of 10? Let me start with that.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I think as everyone is having a smile today, including you and me together, it's more money, more job to the great Indian middle class. And keeping intact the ethos of other government spending. मुझे तो ठीक लग रहा है. और if you look at objectively post COVID, probably this large chunk of taxpayer was reeling a dual stress of higher inflation and higher interest rates.
True.
So the government had been continuously working on bringing down the inflation, which was not really feasible. They had been, but not exactly to the desired target. और होलसेल प्राइस इन्फ्लेशन वर्सेस कंज्यूमर प्राइस इन्फ्लेशन के बीच में अगर आप देखें तो रियलाइज इन्फ्लेशन कहीं ना कहीं हमारी लिमिट के बियॉन्ड था. ये जो टैक्स रैशनलाइजेशन हुआ, जो स्लैब आया है, मे बी बाय वॉल्यूम जो टैक्स पेयर्स हैं उनको ज्यादा बेनिफिट कर रहा है. Yes, CAPEX is a good story which we had been doing for last 4 years. So if you look at the current government, first term it was structural changes, second term it was CAPEX, and third term I guess it's for the citizen of the country where they can reap in the real benefits and can boost the right consumption. So theme is quite clear. Put money into the hands of people, let them have some fun in their life, let them spend something on their own, let them have a breather. And also, if you look at, we have headwinds in global business environments.
True.
Headwind, it is a prudent decision. आप ये देखेंगे कि smart decision होगा when we focus on our domestic consumption, isolating or to an extent, what you call creating a hedge around the global turbulences. So this is good shot at a good time, I think.
That's a valid point. I mean, सुबह से मैं डिस्कशन में हूँ, but the point that you raised was कि जो ग्लोबल टर्मोइल है उसके बीच में डोमेस्टिक कंजम्पशन को बूस्ट करना, डोमेस्टिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को सहारा देना इज़ वी हैव बीन थ्राइविंग ऑन इंटरनल डिमांड. हमारी ग्रोथ ही इंटरनल डिमांड की वजह से है. वी नेवर हैड रिसेशन एंड विल नेवर हैव रिसेशन बिकॉज ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन दैट वी हैव. And this is a valid point raised. Let me talk about the capital CAPEX plans. 11.2 lakh crore. It is marginally higher than what was budgeted for in FY25, 11.11 lakh crore. और जिसका जो अब रिवाइज एस्टिमेट्स है वो 10.8 लाख करोड़ के आसपास है. सो केपेक्स को स्थिर रख के रेलवे बजट में भी कुछ बदलाव नहीं है. डिफेंस भी दे हैव नॉट इंक्रीज द बजट, मार्जिनली दे हैव रेज्ड इट. इसको देखते हुए आपको क्या लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग कम होगी, प्राइवेट सेक्टर को आगे आना पड़ेगा?
If you look at a window of, say, this budget to the next budget, it might look as you rightly said. But already we have unutilized budgets of CAPEX pending with the ministries. Even in PLI, you might have heard, most of the panelists have pointed it out, focusing on certain few sectors, budget remaining unutilized. If you consider that point in a fair manner, तो मुझे लगता है कि 12 महीने तक अगर आप कंजम्पशन के ऊपर भी ध्यान देते हैं तो we will have a next cycle of CAPEX. By that time we will have exact figures. Is the more CAPEX needed? Obviously it is needed. But is the previous backlog cleared or not? So this is what my understanding is. The government has taken both the views into this CAPEX planning. Means what my belief is, they have already seen that there is a backlog. Let the backlog clear out. Let the money should be diverted to the real bottom of the pyramid, and then see after, say, 12 months, because every year we have a budget. If we want to tweak some numbers, figures, that can easily be done, say, post 12 months. Next, or say, 1st of February 2026, we can easily do it. So this is what, I don't say that government has, put itself on a back seat related to the expenditure it was doing. Yes, what the overall economist had been arguing was to put more into capex, because every capex gives you a better GDP growth.
True.
Correct. In terms of economists, that's what the mindset is. But ultimately, a country is made out of its citizen, right? Somewhere you have to look at people who are putting out their sweat and blood continuously for so long, and finally a little bit of relief for them. At least they can put something in the pockets of their kids, or they could take out their families for a little small break out of their hectic and tough lives. And that's good for even smaller businesses, smaller or the employees, whosoever falls in that bracket. Government's target is to, I think, putting on the volume chunk of taxpayers, not the value chunk of the taxpayer. That's what I mean.
नरेंद्र जी, एक आखिरी सवाल, हाउ डू यू सी द मार्केट स्पैनिंग आउट फ्रॉम हियर नाउ? क्या लगता है, बाजारों की दिशा बदलेगी या फिर अभी और इंतजार?
जो महंगा है वो सस्ता होगा, अपने सेंसेस में आएगा. जो सस्ता है वो चलेगा. And you are smart enough. The costly one has to bring it back to the nominal theory or theory of rationalization. उसको सेंसेस में आना ही पड़ेगा. 200 के मल्टीपल नहीं चलेंगे.
So what do you mean that mid cap और small cap अभी सेंसेस में नहीं आए हैं और large cap सेंसेस में आ गए हैं?
To an extent, you can say mid cap is I think the most costliest one right now. उसको टाइम लगेगा, वो आ भी रहा है और उसका करेक्शन भी थोड़ा सा शार्प है. मुझे लगता है कि instead of talking about caps, we have to now talk about certain sectors and subsectors. कैप को अगर हम डाल देते हैं तो जनरलाइज हो जाता है. सेक्टर्स की बात करेंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ बीटन डाउन है. Those who had not been revived or not been looked at, those should to be contributing to the growth for the market, or at least be surviving. But for sure, those are the costly ones. They will come down.
So is the worst?
They have to come down.
Narendra ji, is the worst over for FMCG space now?
Seems like real, but yeah, it might take some time.
Okay.
You can say the bottom formation is already there. It has been indicative of that bottom formation is there. It might mature in some times to come, maybe say 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Then we'll get a real story, because actual में जो अभी गवर्नमेंट ने पैसा हाथ में देने की बात की है, that is your own money which would be given back to you.
True.
That's not right now.
True. Narendra ji,
that you will take some time, right?
Yes.
You will get some time to get it back.
We'll talk in depth sometimes because I'm running short of time. पर आपसे ज़रूर एक प्रोग्राम करेंगे, maybe next week, on what impact the budget will really have on the stock markets and the sectors. Thank you so much for your time, Narendra ji.
Please, my pleasure. Thank you.
Always welcome, sir. तो प्रोग्राम को यहीं समाप्त करते हैं. आज हमने बजट का विश्लेषण किया और बड़ा लंबा विश्लेषण चला. I have been sitting in the studios from 11 a.m. So now it's 4 a.m. Time to wind up. लेकिन हमने आपको पूरे बजट 2025 में क्या अनाउंसमेंट्स हुई है उसके बारे में चर्चा की, और आपका जो बजट है, आपका बजट was presented by State Bank of India. So thank you so much for watching Jagran Business, jagran.com, for analysis on the budget 2025. So once again, you please keep tuned in. हम बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स हैं जो अभी हम पेश करेंगे. बजट में सस्ता महंगा क्या हुआ, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस को लेके क्या हुआ, देन अभी इन डेप्थ एनालिसिस और होगा. ख़ासतौर पे सस्ता और महंगा क्या हुआ, बिकॉज बजट के पेपर्स इतने सारे होते हैं ना, तो पता नहीं चलता है. सो नाउ द एनालिसिस वुड हैव बीन डन बाय द न्यूज़ रूम एंड दे विल प्रेजेंट यू द प्रोग्राम्स वेयर दे विल टॉक अबाउट बजट इम्पैक्ट ऑन कॉमन मैन. क्या सस्ता क्या महंगा. सो बजट, आपका बजट, brought to you by, presented by State Bank of India. Thank you so much for watching.